Hello traders, good afternoon. How was the day today? So this was the plan that we had last night that in case we break out, we'll have a move in this way. However, after looking at the PPI data today morning, I was of the idea that we are going to get a trading range and then maybe 2-4, maybe a support, or below that we may come down a little bit more and then go up. I did not expect it to come down to 1-0, but it came down. It's good. And then we had a major trend reversal and we went straight back above the open of the day, and we even created a new high of the day, right? So let us get back to the RTA chart and see what happened and how we traded the day. I was expecting a trading range day and we already came down from the Globex high. I did not do anything on the bar one. After that, the second bar happened, and then the third bar was actually an attempt to sell again, right? So I sold into it. I did not think too much about this resistance at this point of time, or the gap, the body gap that we had. I was thinking that we will come down because it is a trading range, and we were expecting a trading range. The way it got rejected at the PPI, at the high of yesterday, and the sell zone. So that was telling me that we will come down a little bit further, at least towards the close of yesterday, and then we will see what happens, right? And then I was of the opinion also that the 2-0 line will not break, but then it broke. So I sold below bar 3, and then I said that the stop loss is above bar 1. However, when these two candles, candle number 4 and 5, are bouncing from the EMA, I actually brought the stop loss from top of bar 1 to somewhere in the middle of bar 3, because this was a body gap that we had earlier and I did not want it to bounce off of that and again go for the high, right? You never know. This was somewhere in the middle of the TR that we were expecting. However, once we came down below this EMA, we came down once more below this EMA, then this candle happened. However, by that time, we had 5 candles consecutive. So this was a bear flag. I took it as a bear flag. I did not sell any of my contracts that I entered here, but I added some more below this candle number 8. And at this point of time, this was the first 6 bars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the first 6 bars. I was expecting to get 1:1 of the 6 bars, which will be the ORB. However, when we came below this candle, I came out of most of my contracts and I held on to a couple of them to get to this target. At that point, my stop loss, I brought it above here, above this line. And finally, we got the ORB target. Now, as soon as the ORB was achieved, we had a double bottom here. We had a micro double bottom, and this bar was actually a multi-bar reversal, right? It reversed almost these 3 bars to its left. But then we did not have a scalp size to the EMA, so I did not do anything here. However, this was kind of H1 for me, the high one, the first entry long, the first attempt to buy the market, to reverse the market. This was kind of the second entry high, and I took some contracts here to go long, and then my idea was that we will come back and touch this line. We did not, and when we had this bar happen, I actually came out below the bottom of this bar, and that was a small trade here. Now, when we did not get to the 50% of the day, at this point of time, this was the 50% of the day. When we could not get to the 50% of the day and below the 50% of the day, we created a bear gap. When we came below the EMA, I actually shorted here. Again, my first profit taking was at the ORB line. I held on to one, and then I came out at the bottom of candle number 36. The reason for coming out at the bottom of candle number 36 is this: we hit the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart of the ETH, right? So that is why I did not think that it is going to go down much. Even if you see, if we have not been successfully going down below the 200 EMA in the past several days, so I took my profit there. And as soon as that happened, if you see, we had the wedge created. Now I will pull this line down here because this is the new midpoint of the day, right? Once this wedge got created, we got another strong multi-bar reversal, right? Now, what is the difference between this bar and this bar? This was also a multi-bar reversal. Check this out. I was more confident in this trade because we had 1, 2, 3 bars here. We had the wedge bottom here. We had the bear strapped here. So there were multiple conditions that were telling me that this might be a good reversal. And in the process, it also created a small bullish gap in this area. right? And I held on to that. I had a 7 point stop loss here because I did not want to put the stop loss of this whole bars range. This was pretty big. I had a 7 point stop loss, and I was like, okay, if it comes back up again, I will buy. And we went above the 20 EMA for the first time here. This was another pullback. I still held on to my longs, and I actually brought some more above the micro double top that we had in 41 and 42. And then my first target was here in the 50% area. I of course took some profit because you see, as soon as it crossed the 50% area, it tried to come down. But then once this happened, I put my stop loss right here for the rest of my contracts, and I kept it kept going on. However, when these pullbacks were happening, I was thinking that okay, if it falls below the 20 EMA, I'll sell one tick below that. It did fall below the 20 EMA. I did move my stop loss here, but then another spike happened. So when this spike happened, I kept on holding. I was thinking that we will reach the top of the day, and then we had this climactic bar, but then we did not have a follow through, and I came out of the trade below this candle. And if you see, we actually did hit the top of the day. So, those were the trades for us today, and in the evening I'll come back with the expectations for tomorrow. What are the levels for tomorrow? What are we looking out for? And as always, please like, share, and comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel, and please click on the notification icon. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.